Back to What's Hockey, where we're going to go ahead and start out with Around That Hockey. There's a tournament over there in Sweden, Keaton, and the U.S.
Oh
national
yeah, it was in
team
Sweden.
went to the championship. They took on Sweden. How did that turn out for the home country?
I believe the ending score was a 6-2. Am I
Oh,
right?
what a beatdown. I believe you're correct. It
Yeah, we
was 6 to
won
2, yes.
won the gold. We are the champions. That one song. But yeah, dude, it's pretty great. We had some nice prospects. Obviously, the younger players out there, at least with the Red Wings, we've got Trey Augustine goaltending, and he only allowed 2 goals in what seems to be the biggest, I guess, setting for these younger players to play in. So, I mean, it's better than what we've got. So,
We being the Red
definitely like that.
Wings.
Red Wings, yeah, dude. I mean, I did say he was a Red Wings prospect. So,
Well, okay. Anyway, so yeah, so the U.S. team wins gold. You got the Red Wings prospect, young Trey Augustine, coming up. I know you're excited for any new goaltender at this point with the Red Wings, and so seeing him come through,
Lions man,
that's
bro.
a pretty good prospect to have right there.
Yeah,
And
for
on
sure.
the Dallas Stars injury front, of course, Ottinger or goalie front, our goalie Ottinger was out with a lower body injury again. Who knows? It could have been a knee, could have been a toe.
Still,
You know hockey.
yeah,
But so he's supposed to be coming
classic.
back pretty soon. I think the latest news was that we moved a guy. So actually, last game we had Murray. Was it Matt Murray? I think was his full name. It was Matt Murray. So we
Classic.
gave Wedgwood a rest after Andre initially got hurt. Wedgwood played like 10 straight games. They put in Murray. He allows some
It's
goals. We
crazy.
lose the game, but Ottinger is expected to come back. Not today's game against Minnesota, but likely against who do we got coming
Isaiah,
up? Either against the Predators Friday or likely the Blackhawks Saturday. So
Isaiah,
sorry,
Isaiah,
Isaiah who?
likely.
Okay, this podcast is off to a rocky
Yeah,
start to begin with.
this
Goodness.
guy's talking about stars almost immediately after talking about around the
Well, I went
hockey.
from one goalie
Um,
news to another goalie news.
Classic
Did you
segues.
have more
Uh,
around the
I mean, do you
hockey?
want to talk about these coaches on the hot seat, bro? I
Yeah,
mean,
we could talk about them.
that could be
Okay.
a
Yeah,
hot
tell us.
topic
Oh
because
my
they're on the
God.
hot seat.
Okay, tell us about them.
So I don't know if anybody knows this guy named Lindy Ruff. Apparently, he coached for the Stars a couple times, but he's with the
Twice.
Devils now, and he is definitely on the hot seat. Um, they've had trouble jumping into the standings, and it's just not great for them. I mean, I think they've got like a couple players that have been playing pretty well. I think the Hughes brothers, but other than that, I don't really understand. They have a 19-14-2 record, tied for fifth place in the Metro Division. So it's not the best, that's for sure. So he's definitely on the hot seat. Don Granado of the Sabres, looking pretty trash, bud. So you gotta step it
Looking trash, bud.
up. Yeah. Yeah, expected to go into the playoffs, but they're not looking too great.
No.
They are currently 7 points behind the Lightning for final wild card place in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
So
And I mean,
that's
look, that's a
just
tough division, but like you said, they're expected to get into the playoffs, and they're not showing that at all. I mean, they're behind
yeah.
Montreal. They're behind y'all, the Red Wings. So
We're
they're definitely
just they're just pretty
underperforming.
good. Speaking of the Red Wings, Derek Lalonde, you're looking pretty trash, bud. It's just a pretty solid start to the season. I kind of have to admit that I don't really understand what he's doing. I know he like switched the lines a few times, and that kind of sparked something into it. So at least he's not like outright completely useless, but like I don't know. We need to get a lot better on the defensive front. We need to get a lot better on the goaltending side of things. I mean, of course, with a lack of defensive front, you can't really help your goalie that well. But either way, it's just you got to step it
Well, and
up,
we've seen coaches get
and
fired for not being able to
a
get their
lot
defensive
less.
lines, straightened out. So we saw that with the Oilers, I believe
Yeah,
it was. So I mean, it's I think
yeah.
y'all are a little too good at the moment to get them fired. But yeah, y'all allow way too many goals. Like you've brought up the stat where if y'all don't score 4 goals or whatever it is, y'all basically lose the game. So I mean, that's
I think it's more than three, but either
4
way, it's
is more than
pretty.
3.
Well, I know, but three plus.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's just you can't, like you said, you got to get them defensive lines straightened out, and if he can't figure that out, well, then yeah, I mean, it makes sense for him to be on the hot seat right now.
Yeah, for sure. And then a bit surprising, I would say, because at least they're like not terrible in the division. But Sheldon Keefe of the Maple Leafs, they are putting this guy in the hot seat as well. Just not looking too great. Looks like they had Stanley Cup expectations, but have fallen a bit short of that. That's for sure. Because it looks like the Jets have been, in first place as far as the entire league is concerned. The Canucks have been playing pretty well. The Bruins, they recently had an injury, but have been playing well up until this point. I believe the Rangers are still hot, hot. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too great for the Maple Leafs as far as getting to the cup,
Well,
but
and see, that's the interesting thing, though, because like you said, so like Toronto's the last wild card. Above them is
mhm.
Toronto. Or sorry, Tampa is the last wild card. Toronto is above them in points. They're ahead by 4 points.
Yeah,
And they've played 4 less games. They've played 2 less games than the Panthers. And so for him to be on the hot seat, that really says that they really did have those aspirations of like, you need to be number one in the conference at this point. But that does surprise me that they're doing so well.
yeah.
They've played less games. They're going to the playoffs for sure. It's got to be something where they just don't believe that he's setting the best lines out there. They're allowing too many late goals, or their power play is just awful. But that does surprise me to hear that he's on the hot seat.
I mean, they're not playing terrible, but with the expectation of going all the way, I mean,
Sure.
it does look like they've got some holes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then, I mean, you mentioned Winnipeg. I swear the last few weeks when we talked about the podcast or talked on this podcast and we look at the standings, I didn't see Winnipeg leading the standings in the division with the Stars and with the Avalanche, but goodness gracious, they're dominating it right now. And I feel like I didn't think that
Yeah,
they take over in one week like that, but they have. Or really, really, maybe they were just up by like a point or two, and in the last week, the Stars lose 3 of their last 4 games. They get 1 point in the
yeah,
game against Colorado. Colorado wins that game. And so the Stars have just been tumbling, but Winnipeg has shot up the rankings. And yeah, now it looks like the Stars are going to be having a battle for a wild card spot. They're not, the way Winnipeg is playing, we're not going to win that division.
yeah. I mean, they've
It's
won seven
real
straight
quick
at this
too.
point, so that's like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
they've won. Okay, and that's the thing too. That's amazing with Winnipeg is that just last month, I remember them saying like they can't get people in the stadium, they can't sell it at all. People are wondering if Winnipeg's going to lose hockey again, and they go on this 7 game win streak. They're dominating hockey. Now, I won't pretend to have the attendance numbers on me, but Winnipeg. I mean, that's just a.
this guy.
It's embarrassing almost a little that y'all need to be dominating hockey to be interested in hockey, or there are teams that are historic fan bases that are terrible. Chicago Blackhawks terrible, but that fan base will be there,
Yeah.
So
What's even crazier with the Jets, their star player Kyle Connor is still hurt. I just looked it up. I knew he was out for a little while, but he's been playing pretty well. I mean, at a certain point, he led the league in goals.
yeah.
So, at least before he got
So I
hurt.
mean,
But
hell, you add him back into the rotation. Goodness gracious, that can be a very dangerous team.
yeah, Yeah, I mean, I did send you that one like NHL rankings thing, and they surprisingly put Jets at number one, and this was like I don't know 2, 3 weeks ago
And you and I
too. So it
scoffed at
didn't
it
seem,
at that time. We
yeah,
saw that and
it
we are
didn't
like,
seem like it was that
I don't know
crazy.
about that, but hey, that guy was onto
Yeah,
something. My goodness.
yeah, they're looking pretty great, and the Canucks don't look bad, but it seems like they've lost a few games. I think they're still, are they still winning differential? Is
Yeah, they
that,
still have the or the point differential or goal
yeah,
differential, I should say.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
mean, that's
Dude, Sharks at -90 right now.
Jesus Christ.
They haven't even got double digit
That's
wins,
so
bro.
bad, dude. Negative
Yeah,
90.
that's pretty crazy. Don't you guys play the Sharks at some point?
You'd think
They'll
at
probably
some
lose.
point, but no, we don't play
They'll
them
probably lose.
until, we don't play them until March.
I mean, at some point,
No,
that's still valid.
yeah, that's why I chuckled.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, we do play them at some point.
Old chocolate
Bro, the
ass. But
Stars
yeah,
need to
dude.
step it up, man. They've been tumbling and tumbling and
Yeah.
tumbling.
I mean, the Red Wings have won their last two. So, I mean, I don't exactly. I think that article about the coaches being on the hot seat, that was like a week ago. I don't know the specifics on the day, but it is a little bit older. But ultimately, we have won the last two. Don't look too bad. I think we like visited the West Coast, and this is like our West Coast series or something because we played the Ducks and like the Kings. I think I don't know.
Nice. You know, we play each other on the 23rd. 13 days till Stars versus Red Wings.
Yeah,
Y'all will probably lose that one.
yeah. I don't know, man. You guys are tumbling, and we're looking hot.
You're not lying.
We're so good right now. We're like the best team in the
Okay.
NHL. We're better than the
Yeah,
Jets.
totally. Y'all definitely are. No,
Yeah,
and so
man.
speaking of that tumble, I'll go ahead and give a little more insight on that because since the last time we talked,
Nice.
well, wait, did we record last Wednesday or last Tuesday? I forget if we had.
Pretty sure it was
Okay,
Wednesday.
so we had already seen that Canadians game. So on Thursday, last Thursday, we went ahead and played the Avalanche. Oh, we can't
Nice.
close a game to save our lives. We're up 4-2 in that game. We go
Bro.
ahead and allow a third period goal with like 10 minutes left and another with 2 minutes left. Avalanche send it to OT, and they go ahead and close it out there with a Nathan McKinnon goal. Brutal. We do get a point out of it, but not enough. We're at home against a team that we need to beat in the division, and we did not do it. Then we go ahead and play another division opponent in the Predators, and it was 2-0. Stars come back in the second period, tie up the game, and then in the third period, we go ahead and choke it away. Preds win 4-3. It was really 4-2 up until like the last few minutes. Stars do get one back there in the game, but it wasn't enough. And then you go ahead and go to Monday. Monday, we do win. We did play the Wild. It was 4-0. And it was a shutout by Matt. What did I just say his name was? God, dog. Matt Murray. So we went ahead and gave Scott
Murray.
Wedgwood some rest finally, and Murray came through, doesn't allow a goal. So that was nice. That was nice to see and stop the bleeding a little bit. But yeah, we got to definitely shape up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little
Just a
bit,
little
bro.
bit. How did the Red Wings do since we last spoke?
I mean, I don't know. I think I said it,
Oh,
but we were in
well, no,
the
I mean
West
just the
Coast
games y'all
Series. We
played.
won those last two
Okay, you
games.
won the last
And we
two.
beat the Kings in a shootout. And then we beat the Ducks.
Oh,
And we only
quack
played two
quack.
games, so it wasn't that much. But when was that? It was on Saturday? No, it's probably Sunday. We played the Ducks.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, we beat them 3-2. Zegras, that dude who had that Michigan goal, however long ago, and that same day, at one time. Anyway, he got he got 2 goals. He played pretty well. The Ducks aren't like absolutely horrid, but they're not the best. Just like the Red Wings,
The
but
Ducks are
we
kind
won
of
three to
horrid,
two.
no?
I mean, they're not. I mean, Zegras is pretty
The
good.
one player,
So, I mean,
they're 8 points
yeah,
ahead of the Sharks. Don't give me that. And 12 behind the next person in their division. They're not. They're an awful team.
yeah, they're pretty good, dude.
Stupid. How are y'all gonna do this week?
And I don't know. I haven't seen the games, but we did shoot out the Kings. You just take a look. Oh, it looks like Fabry scored 2 goals in that game.
Wow.
It's pretty solid. What a good player. We play the Oilers tomorrow. Kind of nervous because they have been playing pretty well, but we'll probably
No, you
win.
won't.
And we play the Kings again. They'll probably beat our ass for revenge on the shootout because, I mean, honestly, we were not that great, but who knows? We might win.
Okay. Good.
And then we play, and we play the Red. I mean, we don't play the Red Wings. We play the Maple Leafs, and you know, since seeing their coaches on the hot seat, we'll probably
Okay.
win. We'll just take a big old sweep.
All right.
I'm expecting going at least 2-1, maybe 1-2.
I will
but
say you won't win
either
that
way.
game for sure, but okay.
All right.
I'll go ahead and tell you about what
I
the
mean-
Stars are going to do this week. So tonight,
You're probably gonna lose every single
We've got the
game because they
Wild,
suck ass.
where I project we're going to go ahead and win again like we did on Monday night.
Well, that's
Moving
crazy.
forward to Friday, we've got the Predators. My God, I am not feeling confident.
Probably gonna
And I'll
lose.
say we lose. God damn it.
That's
And then
fair.
we'll go ahead and move to Chicago. We're going to be in Chicago Saturday, and hopefully we have Ottinger back by then. I'll say we go ahead and get a W there.
No.
So 2-1 for
Oh no,
the
you don't know. What if Bedard comes back? He's probably gonna like score like 7 goals against you
Probably
guys.
not.
Dude, did you see that hit against him?
I
Bedard.
did. Yeah.
Do you know he fractured his jaw from that?
I did not realize that.
That's
Holy
why he's
cow.
out, yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
Just put a
and
cage
that's why
on. We'll be able to play.
one of his I don't know who his teammate was, but he was like beating that ass because he like checked Bedard.
Oh, you gotta
and
fight.
He was just fucking whooping his ass.
That's
yeah.
the one thing I really, not the one thing, but one of the things I really like about hockey is like when a young gun gets hit, there's always someone going to stand up and like get in a fight for him. And
Yeah.
if he got his ass beat, that'd be terrible. But yeah, he goes ahead and drops him for Bedard.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's understandable.
That's nice.
I get it. I mean, that's their best player at this point. The Blackhawks,
I mean,
come on, man.
Dude, before he got hurt, I think he had like 33 points or something. And he was also
Jesus.
like leading the team in time on ice as a rookie. So
That's
like,
crazy,
that's
man.
insane.
That is insane. Yeah. So
I mean, that's like definition of your best player right there.
absolutely,
So,
and the most reliable because he's been consistent too. So that injury, that's
Yeah.
pretty rough.
yeah, it's pretty tragic.
It's almost as tragic as the Detroit Red Wings.
Dude, Alex Lyon has been playing pretty well. You better chill out.
Y'all aren't making the playoffs. Actually, y'all are
Dude,
only
we've
1
already
point
made the
behind
playoffs.
behind Tampa, and y'all have 2 games in hand. So heck, y'all actually could, to be honest. We shall see.
I mean, yeah, dog.
Yeah,
The Lightning suck ass, bro. We're the best team in the NHL.
I don't think you are.
This guy.
Yep. You got anything else
All
you'd
right,
like
bro.
to add?
You guys don't play any more games, bro?
There's a game on Tuesday night, but I think we'll be recording next Tuesday because Wednesday I've got a prior engagement I have to take care of, so I can just talk about
A
it.
prior engagement. This
So I
guy.
can just talk about it
Yeah.
Tuesday morning.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, man.
They're probably gonna lose anyway.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, dude.
Well,
this has been the best podcast
it's
ever.
one of them for sure.
Glad you're watching.
All right. See y'all later. Peace.
Yeah.